Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of my fit up at TaylorMade HQ. This is part 2, driver 3-wood and 5-wood. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed part 1. Part 2, we talk a little bit more. You hear a lot more numbers being tossed around. It's really interesting. It's a little bit longer, so I hope you have the patience to watch through it. I hope you learn from it. I hope you get information from it. I hope it helps you see what we pay attention to, and also how we are kind of being mindful of my elbow and my speed being down. But TaylorMade Canada wants to give back to my Canadian viewers. In part 1, it was in the description. Part 2 here, I'm telling you, but it's also in the description. They want to give you 25% off a fit at TaylorMade HQ or the Glen Abbey Performance Center. So if you're in the Toronto area, or if you plan on coming to the Toronto area, you can get a good discount on your fitting experience at TaylorMade, where you'll get the gears, you'll get all your clubs dialed in, and if you want clubs, they'll build your driver on site for you. You get to leave with it, and then the rest obviously would be shipped to you. So this is for Canadian people only, or someone that's coming to Canada. So it's Jensen 25. Use that promo code when you book online. There's a little book now, tailormadefitting.ca. Jensen 25, 25% off. I hope you guys enjoy this fitting. We'll see you later. So much higher.
It's just a completely different world.
Yeah.
I mean, if for you playing and being competitive and trying to, jumping around different golf courses, there's going to be courses where it's really perfect to have a gap or low.
Yeah.
And there's going to be golf courses where you're going
Five wood's better.
Be like, oh god, I wish I could just swing at something here from 245 and get the thing in the air and get the carry that I need, and I could actually have a legal putt comfortably, instead of trying to figure out some sort of high loopy cut with a long iron.
Well, even a great example is the first. Have you played Osprey Valley? Like TPC Toronto. The first hole.
One of them, I can't remember which course.
It's the north. I hadn't played until this week, but the first hole is a 540 downwind, often par 5. So on Monday it was cold. Like I hit a good drive, so I had like 250 to the flag, but the green is tiny, it's elevated. Bunker here.
Chance with a long iron.
Yeah, you can't miss the green left, so I'm still hitting 2-iron thinking whatever, I don't have a full swing.
Find a spot, to try and get it up and down. But I mean, there's a lot more potential to have those stress-free 2-putt birdies with something in your hands that you can get the ball up in the air, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, I hit one bad, but yeah, it's pretty cool
when you hit it good.
It feels pretty effortless and just goes high and straight.
Getting it over 10, like really comfortably.
Yeah.
And if anything, you think like if your speed gets up, and I would say normally your speed should be kind of low to mid, almost low to mid 150s. I would say with a 5-wood at full pop and normal health. I mean, that's going to go up to about 13.
Yeah.
That's going to climb a little bit. Your angle of descent's going to get over 40, and now all of a sudden you're going to have those elevated holes where you're flying at probably 245 through the air at a good angle of descent that's going to hold the green. It's going to spin appropriately, and you're going to have a chance. But I mean, how often does that shot really come along? It might come along twice a round.
Yeah.
It's just about finding, if it's worth it, essentially, to have that in there. If you're giving up on something else that you feel might be potentially more important to you, then that's a question you have to sort of ask yourself.
I'm down to put it in, have it on the rotation, really. I like it more than a rescue. Like if it were between rotating the 2-iron and a rescue, I like 2-iron 5-wood.
2-iron or 5-wood, The elbow bothering you at the minute?
Just a little. It's just sore, like that. Just like it's a nagging sore. Like the same thing as if you have a tight neck, you have to move your whole body to look. It's the same. It's the same feeling. And I find in the driver 3-wood, the extension's more aggressive, so
for sure,
it's a little easier to let go of the club.
Like typically, what would your go-to yardage be from the fairway going for par 5 with that?
Like 260 plus. The 3-wood's forever since I've come to TaylorMade. It just rockets.
Whatever that loft is a good loft when it's hit reasonably solid at about 11. I think it's one of the more solid strikes there. 145 ball speed was at 11 on the launch. A wee bit spinny simply because it was a bit of a weak cut.
Because usually my ball speed with 3 wood is in the 160s.
Yeah, I'm sure you get it up there for sure.
Yeah.
So we're really sacrificing a lot on the ball speed for the moment.
It's crazy. Like, I can make swings, but it's just wild how much, when your speed goes down, how much it affects everything.
Everything. Your tempo was like your.
Oh.
How do you know when to really, get into that impact position? Everything's kind of delayed almost. I just think if you were going to, let's say you want to keep your 30s,
Yeah.
right? And you were going to throw in a couple long irons and try and, I think it'd be good for you as a competitive player to go ahead and get 5 wood gapper.
Yeah.
And have those options for on the road.
Yeah, definitely.
That gives you, you go and play your practice run with 16 clubs in the bag, 17 clubs in the bag, and figure out a proper game plan.
Well, and especially this year, because I mean, all that's on my schedule right now is like 5 state opens where I've never played the courses. I've done like different elevation too. Like I'm gonna go to Colorado, so it's definitely need to put that work into preparation. Whereas if I was still doing just like Great Lakes Tour stuff, I know all the courses, but you don't need to really sort much out. That one was pretty good.
Sounds like contact a little cleaner, crisper with the 5, potentially because it is a wee bit flatter.
Yeah.
Does it have a little bit of better appeal to the eye?
Yeah.
The way it's sitting and everything?
Yeah, it does.
Like you hit that one pretty solid, right?
Yeah, that was like that toe side of center where it's good. Yeah.
That's why I potentially spun a little lower, but it got up in the air really comfortably. But this is it's a perfect explanation as to, like even as the older guys that come in that don't swing it as fast as you're swinging maybe as fast as you are right now.
Yeah.
You get that sort of elevation from 225 carry, 230 carry, and get it up in the air, launching it at 16 and spinning it in the mid to high 3,000s, low 4,000s. I think that's a much more playable shot.
Oh, big time. No, I like
players
this.
as we get older and we lose a little speed. That's why you see a lot more head covers in some of the veterans playing on TV. So much more manageable. Saw like a what's in the bag there for Charlie Kaufman, and he had a little rescue in there, and Duffner had a 7 wood in his bag.
No, I like this a hair more than the N6 for sure. All right, taking a little breather for the elbow to give you a little update. Looks like we're gonna put a 5 wood in the bag. I'm not gonna tell you the specs or anything like that. We'll make a proper video when all the clubs are in the bag with the specs and what have you. But yeah, I'm gonna put a little 5 wood to give me options. Like you could hear Kieran saying, you wanna have options depending on your golf course for something you wanna get a little bit up in the air for the second shots into par 5s, or if it's more of a positional club, narrow or shorter golf course, the gap or low will be great for those tee shots. I like that with 3 wood, like that more boring trajectory. It's been how because I drove the golf ball so poorly for so many years.
Yeah, it was your go-to.
Yeah, and then from about 20s, the first M1 is when I started to really drive the golf ball. When I started working with Dan is when I started to drive the golf ball a lot better. So I'm not afraid to hit driver anymore, but it's awesome to have 3 wood that's a weapon.
Mm-hmm. That's the Rocket, so that's a little stronger. If you're looking for that more boring kind of T-ball instead of like an approach from the par 5s, then this is going to hopefully give you that strength. The flight a little bit lower.
It feels like M5 sits a little open, in the woods.
It can look that way, yeah, for sure. Well, it's
I like
there's twist face in the woods, right? So that's the toe going a wee bit high and right, and looking a little bit more open in the toe area. I mean, you're hitting almost everything right at the minute. So like I'm expecting to go further right whenever you convince yourself mentally, whenever you look down at it, that it looks more open.
Yeah.
But there's numbers to take out of that, right? supposed high push, and that's a good sign if that's a high push at 13.
Yeah.
There we go, that was so good. So if this is pretty flat, like, you know, low 3s to high 2s even,
Yeah.
that's potentially manageable.
Yeah, got up to
Mid.
150.
Mid. But with your speed, that jumps again, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the angles of your golf swing aren't really going to create a lot of spin at this sort of slowish speed, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna hit it a little bit harder, get it up. If you get this up to 160, then all of a sudden that pops up just probably a degree to 2.5 probably, and then the spin will get a little closer to 3.
Yeah. Yeah,
And that's
3
appropriate
wood.
for that boring, low flighted 3 wood. But how's that shaft feel? I mean, I
Feels
know
really
your
good.
feels and your sensations are going to be a little off, right? The shaft's probably going to react slightly differently, and you know, about potentially
It feels really good.
10 mile an hour more speed. Would you say?
Yeah.
Club speed. That's a lot. You know?
Well, 10 mile an hour ball speed for sure. So maybe 3.
Probably 5.
Yeah, 5.
But
That speed.
I would think there's quite a bit in the tank.
Yeah.
For sure, like based off of what I've seen in the past, look how flat that is.
Yeah.
Potentially almost too flat on that occasion, but it just depends on what you want. I mean, sometimes it's not a bad thing. You know,
I
if you
always
want to be
like that.
comfortable and you like seeing it not really get touched by the wind at all, and it can go as far as your driver from time to time.
Yeah.
If you're happy with that because you feel comfortable
Yeah.
over it, you can get it in play and not sacrifice a whole lot of yardage, then it's not a terrible thing to have it low. Some people would think you always have to have it at 3,000, it has to get over it. There's all these perfect 3 woods, but as long as it's going from A to B in the manner that you want it to get there, potentially we were trying shafts like this DI just to see if that spin rate could go up just
Okay.
a fraction, I think, last year.
Yeah. Yeah, that was exactly the conversation last year, was like maybe get a 3 wood where we can get it up a little bit more. But then with it never arriving, I just got more accustomed to. But that does feel really good.
But, I mean, where would you say you typically miss 3 wood? Would you say you kind of turn it over more than
No,
most, or
just
you
kind of come
still
up and out
block
of it. Yeah.
So maybe we are better sticking with the 14, because then if you do find that it is coming out a wee bit flat, or maybe it's hanging a wee bit right, you can always kind of shove the weight in the heel, or you can shut it a wee bit,
Yeah.
and I think that'll help with that sort of miss. Anyway.
Yeah.
I love our adjustability here with the weight, in the sense that 65 gram weight will shift, but the sole of the club will always
Doesn't
interact with
change.
the club,
Yeah.
or interact with the grind the same way all the time. Whereas in the past, you know, shoving the weight all the way out to the toe, it was
Changing.
feeling completely different
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the turn. Not bad. Like they're all going to be like, between this one and the IZ, there's not going to be a whole lot in it.
Yeah.
A lot of it's going to be feels.
I'd like
I know
the
you're-
feel of that a little bit more.
I know we're kind of having a little challenge with the feels and with the little strain in that elbow and everything too, but if we can still manage to get it over 10
Yeah.
while keeping the spin down, I think that's what you're looking for, right? You're not looking for 7 or 8 and 2,500, it's not going to have anything in it. But if you're at least still getting it over 10 and into those double digits comfortably, but the ball's not spinning a whole lot, that's where you're getting that nice high sort of flat flight.
Yeah.
And you can go ahead and mash that off the tee into the wind and not feel like it's going to climb on you or anything like that. You can still keep it in play.
No, I like the feel of that a little. This feels, feels like I have a little less control of it. Like I don't feel the club at the top as much.
The tough thing happens is whenever you've got 260 to 270 in and maybe you needed to hold the green.
Yeah.
And it's maybe coming in a wee bit too flat. But how often are you really going to have that opportunity to try and hit a nice little soft, cutty shot from 265 or whatever, hold a green, right? You're hoping for the pin maybe to be up in the back and you pitch something in the front.
Yeah.
And it'll run back there, and if the pin's in the front, you blast it over the back and you tip it back. You know, I mean, it's just,
I like that.
you have to find the right scenario for it. And I mean, again, that's probably once once every 2 rounds potentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
That sort of falls in there. Did you say you had a good driving year?
Yeah. I think I started to struggle kind of right in the middle of the summer. I played around a little bit with this, but all just by eye. Like never, not on the flight scope or track iron. Just played around with it a little by eye. But I think I'm back to what we set it up as. Maybe move this a hair this way, because I've always been pretty neutral with our drivers, which has been nice. But yeah.
Well, most better players aren't really going too far out of neutral.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, maybe it's 1 knot. I'm not sure. I think potentially maybe like a Jason Day or somebody has gone more than that, but
yeah,
most of the guys are pretty close to neutral.
I feel like maybe I hit it a little shorter than I wanted, but that was like I hit both M1s I hit really well. The second one even better. Like I found I carried this less, maybe 5 yards less or so, but I still hit it probably just as far. But with I think the second generation of M1, I was really comfortable knowing that it would be 290 in the air. Whereas if I had certain things that were carrying that, like I had to carry that, like I never really had to stress. Whereas a couple times, like at my course, I had some of those carries. I was just barely off, especially if it was into the wind.
Could it potentially be easier on the elbow right now with not interacting with the grind?
Yes and no, but it's just because now the speed is the most, right? So that extension is what kind of hurts a little bit. But it might be like it's when I really go. Like I noticed it on Monday playing. I hit a couple really good drives where I just kind of said, "It's gonna hurt. Don't worry about it." And because there is no ground interaction, it is you feel it, but it's more you feel it right here, as opposed to kind of right at impact.
Long gone.
Yeah.
Long gone.
And it's almost like a good kind of like, but it feels good if you're looking like, oh, I committed.
And was it a straight ball flight?
Yeah, just a small fade. Could turn it over sometimes if I really needed to, but I never really tried to.
I mean, that's where we would ideally want to take you. Obviously, we'd want the ball to move 15 mile an hour or so faster.
Yeah.
But at 13 and 2200 on a fade shot, it's a good number.
Yeah, because I know probably within a month, my speed should be up, because it's like, again, with this, like I have no muscle, like I've got next to no muscle. Like I can curl 10 pounds comfortably with my right arm now. Like that's a long ways to go. I could do a tricep extension maybe with 8.
Yeah, that would probably be much sorer than
regular,
right?
I have all of my tricep muscles, and if you think, like that's where we get a lot of speed.
Yeah.
And that's what happened on Monday last week. I went swinging full, but the muscles aren't there to like be ready.
Yeah, and well, that was your first time at it again?
And like, in over a week.
Since doing it, so.
So hopefully get an M5 in the bag, and obviously we're taking into consideration the speed, like I said earlier in the last video. So the ball speed's down, but we're still just paying attention to the launch angle, the spin rate, and it's very easy to project. Like you're hearing Kieran say, if the ball speed's going up, the club head speed's going up, launch angle will go up a hair, maybe the spin goes up a hair. It's very easy to make these adjustments right now, but I'm pumped to hit the M5.
I mean, it makes sense, and that's why I kind of put you into something that has a little bit of movement to it, like in the IZ, because it just sort of suits that sort of more languid swinger. How do you like the look of it? The look of the new top line?
I like the matte a lot.
You can see it even in your finish.
Yeah.
Just the way your left elbow is finishing. Like think as you get going, you're going to start to see your spin rates change, your speed comes back again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, right now, potentially when you actually put a good pass on it, you're spinning it too low.
Yeah.
So let's just try one with the weights all the way back. It's our most forgiving setting. I'm just sort of trying to get that spin rate up a little bit and give you a little bit more wiggle room across the face there so that you can miss it a little and not spin it too low.
It's so wild how much lower my ball speed is. Just swinging slower, smoother. Feels so much different with the weight back there.
Yeah. I mean, that was right in the middle of the back.
Yeah.
Right there. But, and even that didn't spin.
Really? My club head speed's 107.
And this reads fast too, so it's probably more like a 104 or 105.
And I'm pretty, yeah, like the last time it was like I'm 112 maybe.
Like 112, 13.
Yeah. And then can really get it up if like during the summer, like I've been up in the 120s with certain drills Dan and I have done. Feels a lot.
And that's like, I mean, if you weren't allowed to talk to me at all today and I'd never met you before, I'd be like trying to get you into 10-5 or something like that, get the ball up a little bit more, get a little bit more spin. And we probably see better numbers today, but we're still trying to forecast you getting back to normal again. I mean, sticking to what we know is to stay in that 9 degree and probably keep it quite neutral, and then just give you that freedom to move those weights around a little bit.
Yeah.
But that shaft should complement the movement as well, the same way as it felt good in the 3-wood, right?
Well, then kind of the contingency is I'd still have this with me, the hazardous.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You always have it to fall back on.
Once he put me in a 5-wood. Well, oh man.
That's what happens. You start getting older, you fall off scooters, bust your elbow up, and you start needing 5-woods, dude. That's the
Getting older, fall off scooters, get married, need a 5-wood.
That was probably Rory's thing as well. I don't know. He had a 5-wood in the bag until he got married. Maybe he did, I don't know. Maybe it's the ring.
Yeah, I think it is.
The ring.
He is playing 5-wood, yeah.
Yeah, he plays
He
5-wood.
pounds it.
Most of those guys will probably play 5-wood this week, I think, at Bethpage. There's a lot of elevation
Yeah.
and it's wet, right? So.
Yeah, I like how this shaft feels a lot. That felt like a hook. It's
Felt like a hooky swing at it.
just a little bit. Just felt like I lost it at the bottom, but.
Just see it, obviously, in some shape or form.
109.
With like 0.5 path, 0.5 base angle. Like a reasonably center hit, fractionally heely.
Yeah.
But just that had like no spin. Let's try the M6 too, just to kind of see, but I still think we can prefer the overall weighting and feel of the drive. And again, we're throwing you into this sort of shaft to try and get your spin up a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though the shaft can only do so much. The loft is going to be the main thing there. I mean, potentially I would even shut that, which wouldn't be a terrible thing. Your miss is usually right.
Yeah.
You know, shut the 9 degree, take it up to 9 3/4, a little bit closed. Plus the optics of the face angle with twist face kind of throwing you off, making you feel like it's even more open. That'll square that up a wee bit.
Yeah. That'll be good. Like we'll do that when today, because I can hit it a bit up at the course and then play with it tomorrow.
For sure.
It looks the same, whereas it always kind of looked a little different going from 1 to 2 and 3 to 4.
Right.
I find this looks the exact same. zone there.
Spin got up a little better.
Yeah.
Solid hit.
It doesn't feel as good at impact.
No, it's a little lighter.
Yeah.
A little tinnier.
Yeah. Like swinging it feels the same, but impact feels different.
I think the main thing is to have the ability to make sure that you can get your spin up.
Yeah.
Because you'll always have the ability to keep it quite low. And
This is spinning really
if
low.
I mean, the first one was okay, but
Yeah.
as soon as you turn anything over, it's going to be pretty dangerously low.
No, what shaft is that?
YZ.
With the M5, it felt great. Felt better than hazardous.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I'm just trying
Do you want to keep the
there's
weights
tons
there?
of tons of forgiveness there with having the weight all the way back and
For the time being,
trying to keep that spin up. And for the time being, if you find that you start smashing it and it starts getting up in the air a wee bit too much, you can just go ahead and start nudging those weights a little wee bit closer to the face, and it should hopefully flatten it out. Pretty good push
Yeah.
at your speed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to that more appropriate sort of stuff, right? If you're hitting a high, semi-weakish cut at 2600, that's a nice number because you know if you turn it over, if you hit it straight, it comes down to 22, and maybe your draw is 2000,
Yeah.
right? So it's not really too bad. I mean, in an ideal world, I'd probably love you to get it up in the air a wee bit more, but that could be just
That'll happen
right
with more
now
speed.
with
Yeah.
the elbow and stuff. You've played a 9-degree driver for years. I was the same as soon as, like, in the SLDR year, as soon as Pernod or somebody put me in a 12, just 'cause I hit the thing to the moon and I absolutely despised it. Like,
Yeah.
immediately, I couldn't handle it. I just, as soon as it gets in your head.
No,
right away.
I've always
I would
been-
never go up and loft.
I
Really,
think
would
this is the first one we
manipulate
went
that.
up. This is the 10.5 head, isn't it?
No, it's not fun.
Oh, maybe it was the second M1 I went up then.
That's the one that you really like, though. Now that you're saying that.
I can't remember now, though, to be honest, what the loft was.
Because you don't hit up on it a lot.
No.
You're neutral through the hit.
Yeah.
You're neutral with your shaft lane. My fear is just you not being 100% yourself
Yeah.
today. But we'd probably see some cooler numbers, even if we took this 10.5 and we kept it neutral and we shoved the weights a little bit closer to the feet.
I think it's up here.
Yeah. Face open too. But that's where it's probably better to give you the loft with a slightly shut face that doesn't look shut.
Yes. That's what I did. I think I did that for a bit last year. Bump the loft up, but that closes the face, which I like. That's it for, I guess, part 2, seeing me go through the upper parts of the bag. I hope you learned something about this and get to see the clubs that will be going in the bag, and I will show you a full what's in the bag when all these new clubs get in the bag. But again, I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next vlog. Peace.